it's so important to have compassion, especially for like the random worker that's an asshole to you, or the old lady that looks at you funny because you're wearing a cool ass slutty outfit. Just have compassion. Instead of judging people that are mean to you or that make your life harder and that make you feel bad, just have compassion in your heart, because those people are just hurting just as bad as you are. And the thing is, it's a disease that's being spread across the world. It's the pain, the hatred, the fear. It's a disease that's being literally spread as I speak. And when you choose to have compassion instead of allow that hatred or that fear or that anger to infect you and make you react to it, and like allow it to like get in your head, or like even get in your heart, like when you do that, you're keeping the infection alive. Like you're keeping the spread of it going because you're allowing it into you. You're allowing it to infect you and affect you. And I think that like we just all need to hold space for each other to show up how we are. And I think the first step to being able to hold space for each other is to hold space for ourselves, to show up how we are in every moment. Like right now, I'm showing up, I'm walking, as I always do, because I don't have a car, but I accept where I am, and I accept what I have, and I'm abundant as fuck, even though I don't have a car. I'm abundant as fuck. I don't need a car. I'm literally getting downloads from the trees every time I walk on the street, and everyone else zooms past the small moments. They zoom past the flowers that they need to stop and smell. And that's why everyone's got to stick up their ass, and that's why everyone's getting pissed off at each other all the time. People need grace. Instead of just jumping to the conclusion that someone is trying to hurt you or someone is, attacking you, give some grace. When you give grace, it allows there never to even be a problem in the first place. Wow, there's some guys barbecuing and shit. Damn, they look lit. I want to talk to them, but I don't know. Not right now. I wanted to go take a bath more bad. I more greatly want to go take a bath, so I'm gonna do that. But back to what I was saying, like if you create a cycle of grace out of a cycle of hate, then there's no need to even forgive, because you're always giving people grace. And you're not allowing anyone to take you to a point where they're hurting your feelings and getting that bitter, angry reaction out of you, where they're getting those tears and that pain out of you, because they don't even want that. I don't think people even want to do that to each other. We're just doing it because it's all we know. Like anytime someone's being mean to you, it's so they can see their pain and like their fear that they're holding on to in themselves outside of them, because then it's easier for them to like recognize it and see it. And like that's why so many people will do like fucked up things, and then like they'll see the effects of the fucked up thing they did, and they'll be like, oh shit, oh my god, I'm a terrible person, or just not even that. Like those are private moments for most, but like like either they'll like see how someone reacts to them like being an asshole and they'll feel bad about it, or they'll be an asshole back. And that's because most of us are just taught to react to it. Most of us are just taught by our parents, by our siblings, by our surroundings, that like you're just supposed to react to it and keep the chain going, and that's how it works. But like imagine if the chain was broken and there was no reaction. Imagine if you were so pissed off and like the person making your drink was like doing it too slow, and you yelled at the person making your drink, and you're like, give me my fucking drink, you bitch, you're so slow, I have things to do, like whatever. Okay, if you're just yelling, imagine if they just laughed at you after that. If they were just like, here you go, hope you have a good day. Like literally what? You would literally be like, what the fuck is going on? And that's the key, because that what the fuck is going on moment is like what breaks the cycle of pain being spread through the world forever. And also, I just want to encourage you, if you're listening to this, and encourage myself, to speak your truth. Like let people know what's up. If someone bothers you, if someone's hurting your feelings, if someone bothers you, instead of just being an asshole to them about it and like reacting to it and blaming them, ask them why they're doing that, bro. Just have the balls to fucking ask why. Like, why are you doing that? Just ask why. Because most of the time, like, people just need you to ask why. Like, they just need you to, like, they need someone to ask why they're being like that. They need someone that cares. Like, no one fucking cares. Or at least, like, a lot of people in the world don't care. So, like, when you show up as that one person that, like, instead of assuming the worst about them when they're acting like that, you actually ask them, what the fuck is going on? You allow people space to show up as someone new that they've never been able to show up as, which is vulnerable. Like, people need space to be vulnerable and open. So when you give that space, you're changing reality for someone, one person at a time, babe. That's what I say. Y'all better let me walk. Let me walk. Thank you. Thank you. Because I dead ass will just walk in the street. And everyone always stops. I don't give a fuck. I really don't. I've always been mad protected, and like I will walk in the street. Like, it's not like I'm testing it, I know. But anyways, I also just want to say, like, good job for speaking your truth. Keep speaking your truth. Today there was a group of girls sitting by me in this restaurant, and I was like reading this book I found about Siddhartha. It's a really beautiful book. I found it at this coffee place I went to, and I was like reading it and just chilling, taking it in, but I kept getting distracted by these girls because they were literally just sitting there. Like, it was a whole group of them. It was like 4 or 5 girls, and they were just sitting there talking shit about people, like, the whole time, the entire fucking time. I read a whole chapter of this book, bro. And those chapters were long. And I ate 2 pieces of pizza. And I was feeling really good. But the whole time, my mind kept getting distracted by these girls that were just, like, talking shit about people. And, like, it was pissing me off, honestly. It was making me feel a little triggered because, like, I've had groups of people talk shit about me my whole life. Like, that's just a thing that's occurred in my life. So to see a group of girls sitting there talking shit about random people, I was like, damn, like, this is weird. I feel like I'm, like, representing the energy of, like, the people that they would be talking about. And, like, I'm here for a reason. Like, this is weird. Like, I'm witnessing what has been done to me so many times, but I'm not the object of it. I'm just like I feel like I just understand the energy of the person that's missing from the situation, the person you're talking about that isn't there. And I was just sitting there like pondering it. I was like, bruh, what do I do? Like, do I do something? Do I say something? Like, I don't know. And I was like, bruh, do I say something? Like, and I finally, like, as I was leaving, I went up to them and I was just like, hi. And they were like, hi. And I was like, I really wish for you, all of you, that you can find something better to do with your time and your words than talk about people. Like, I hope you can find that. And I told them I wish that for you. And then I left. And literally all they could say to me was, thank you. Like, they literally all smiled at me. They're like, thank you so much. Like, they're like, thank you. I was like, this is like actually beautiful, because I'm genuinely telling these people they have something better to do than talk shit about people. And they took it and they said thank you, and that was awesome. Like, that, I literally was only telling them that because I was like, I feel like they just need someone to call them out. They just need someone to tell them, like, that they can do better and give them room to grow. You know, we all need that person sometimes that nudges us where we need to go. And I was like, fuck it, if I'm gonna be this person that nudges these random girls into a different direction, it makes them think twice about like what they're putting in their mouths and like what they're saying and putting out into the universe, then I will be that person. I do not give a fuck. So it was cool, and like it was all love too. Like, after I felt a little nervous, but I was just like, I did that from a loving place. Like, that wasn't from a hateful place. So whatever. Look at all these kids. What are they doing? I stuck out my tongue at them. I love interacting with random people. Like, I don't give a fuck. And, like, I just show up as who I am and I say what I want to say. And if people have a problem with it, I just leave. Like, I don't care, because nothing I'm doing or saying is ever, like, from a place of hatred or malice. It's always from love and just trying to help people. And, like, it's just from a real ass place. And that was, like, a moment where I was like, bro, there's easier ways to confront situations than being hateful or being bitter. You can literally just ask people what's going on, or just let people know that you see better in them. That's it. Like, but I'm learning. I feel like I'm kind of, like, split a little bit right now. She's got the white and black pants. I've been seeing those today too. But, like, I feel like I'm kind of, like, experiencing duality for sure. And, like, I did come into unity in myself last night and it was amazing. But I'm still experiencing that duality, and, like, there's so many different parts of us that all want to be expressed and seen and understood. And sometimes those parts of us need to be separating so they can be witnessed fully. And, like, yeah, sometimes you have to be the bitch that's gonna say it how it is, and other times you have to let the other people say what they fucking want to say for real, and just say thank you. Literally, bro, like, literally. Sometimes you just have to be like thank you when someone's coming at you with some hating ass energy. And, like, it's not like I was coming up to those girls with hating ass energy, but for real, the way they handled that was, like, I respect it. But yeah, I'm probably not gonna post this video, but I wanted to take it so I could have a conversation with myself without feeling weird walking around on my campus. Like, I talk to myself a lot. That's why I'm so good at talking. That's why I'm such a good public speaker, because I communicate with myself. Like, I'm my audience, bro. I don't give a fuck what anybody has to say. Like, I'm gonna listen to me. The fuck? So I come on here and say what I want to say. But I'm humbled as fuck lately. Like, I just don't, it's not that I still get the respect I deserve. Like, I'm respected as fuck. I'm a queen. Like, I'm that fucking girl. Even if I'm walking on the street and other people got a car, like, I'm literally royalty. Cars stop for me to move. They see me from far away. My light is so fucking strong and shiny that, like, it low-key threatens other people. And that's not my fault. It's not my job to make other people feel comfortable. But yeah, like, I'm just tired. Like, I'm done making people feel comfortable or doing things to make people feel good about themselves, when, like, isn't it your job to make yourself feel good about yourself? Isn't it your job to make you feel comfortable? Like, I don't have to fucking make myself smaller just so you feel good about yourself. Like, that's not how it works, bitch. Like, and I've been noticing I was doing that in, like, all of my life, like, all areas of my life, just making myself small. And I'm like, girl, fuck that. Like, I don't have to make myself small for anybody. My light is beautiful and big, and it's not hurting anyone. If someone's hurt by your light, it's literally just because they're not shining on themselves, bro. Like, with the right people, I can be as bright and bubbly and free as I want to be, and it's not too much for them because they awaken their light too. And, like, they don't need me to be dim and small for them to feel bright. Like, they can just match my energy. So I'm done being around people that make me feel like I have to dim myself and, like, I can't shine. Like, I'm not your sidekick. Like, hell no, I'm not. And I was some bitch's sidekick for a while, bro. Like, for, like, years of my life, I was a sidekick ass bitch thinking I was the leader. Like, the fuck? I was a sidekick. And it's okay, I can admit that. Like, let's keep it 100. Sometimes you end up in that position where, to keep friends, you have to dim yourself and make yourself smaller so that they'll feel, like, confident around you and good around you, and so they'll stay. But I'm finally in a position where I'm like, I don't give a fuck who stays. I just want me to stay. I just want to stay with me. I'm loyal as fuck to myself now. I don't need nobody's loyalty. I don't need anyone's approval. I don't need anyone to stay. I don't need validation from anyone. I'm giving it all to myself now. And so at this point, I'm like, I'm done belittling myself. I'm done shrinking my light or dimming my light so someone will fucking be able to digest me. Because that's such a disservice to myself. That shit's so mean to myself. Why would I do that? Why would I be mean to myself like that? That's fucking cruel, bro. It's fucked up, bro. But, I love it here. This is my home. I'm coming home. But yeah, like, it's a disservice to yourself to belittle yourself so that other people can like you and feel powerful around you. And if you're like just freely expressing your light and genuinely expressing yourself and genuinely talking about things that make you happy and that make you feel alive and just things that you're passionate about or just genuinely expressing your passions, and the person that you're with either ignores you or just like doesn't even return the same energy in any way, like barely returning, like giving you a breadcrumb back, leave that person behind. That's not what you need, girl. That's not what you need. You need and you deserve people who will actually reciprocate your passion, who will be excited for you that you're excited, that will communicate it to you. And honestly, if someone isn't capable of communicating it, you give grace, but you also realize like this person isn't able to like let me know how they feel. Maybe they need to work on that. Like maybe I need to take a step back from people who are unable to communicate with me that they're excited for me and that they love me and that they are happy for me, or that they admire my light rather than just ignore what I'm putting out there into the world, or try to belittle it, or can't even express their gratitude, or like their can't reflect it back to me, you know, like can't reflect my light back to me. If you can't reflect it back to me, then I'm not going to shine it on you. That's just how I feel. Like, I don't always need it to be coming back. But who left their water bottle in my house? Look at this. I think my fucking person, I think my RA left her water bottle here because she's supposed to do inspections, and I left all my candles out, bro. Like, I hope they didn't get mad at me. I'm done.